Hey friends, how we doing? How's it going? Good, I hope. So, how we doing? If you're American, how was your Thanksgiving? Good, I hope. How did your Black Friday go? Did you go shopping? I really would like to know. With yesterday being Thanksgiving, I thought I would do my annual what I'm thankful for video. So let's just get correct-a-lackin' and start with the biggest thing that I'm thankful for, which is my family. I am so thankful for my family. If it wasn't for my family, I would be absolutely nowhere. Each individual person helps in my life in some way. Let's start with my husband. He is just an amazing human. I like to joke he puts up with me because I'm a lot, but he chooses to love me for even though I have flaws, and he's there for me on my good days and my bad days. I tell that human absolutely everything we have, no secrets whatsoever, unless it comes to like presents we're getting each other, which like is a given, but like no secrets at all. Like, he knows absolutely everything about me, and he still loves me unconditionally, and I can never thank him enough for just simply being in my life. Whenever anything goes wrong or goes right, he is always the first person I think of. They're always the first person I want to call or text or talk to. And I just love that man endlessly forever. Speaking of men that I love endlessly forever in my life is my father. I am so grateful for him. He is such a team player. He sacrifices so much for his family. Even though me and my sister are both grown adults, he still helps us out whenever he can. My niece, who just turned 1 year old, she was on formula, and my dad would buy my sister formula for her all the time because she had to be on this specific type of formula because her body currently cannot process dairy. It makes her sick, and so anytime he would see my sister, she said he would give her like diapers or he would give her formula. Like, that man is a ride or die for his kids, and I absolutely love it. Especially working with children, you see and hear about a lot of absent fathers, and I am just so grateful that God blessed me with such an amazing father, because I could not live life without that man. I call him almost like, I call him weekly, almost multiple times a week, whether it's to ask about health insurance or something that my car's doing, or like, how do I cook this or that. If you don't know, my dad is a restaurant manager, and he is an amazing cook and a baker. So I always ask him food questions, I ask him life questions. Like, I could not adult without my father, because it simply could not happen. Next, we're going to talk about my sister. I am so grateful for my sister. The last couple of years have been kind of tough in our family, and if it wasn't for her being there for me, letting me vent to her, like just being able to connect with someone who understands the situation, I think I probably would have gone crazy. We are 7 years apart, and so growing up, it was always, at first it was me wanting to always be with, like, hang out with her and be with her friends because I thought she was so cool. And then when she became an adult and I became a teenager, she wanted to start hanging out with me more, and I'm like, no, like, I want to be with my friends. And then finally I got into adulthood, and that's when we started growing closer. And then I think probably around 2022 is when we started getting like super close, because that's when stuff started happening in our family, and I don't think I could have gone through any of that without her by my side. She is truly my ride or die, and she's been my best friend since the day I was born, even though she tried to steal my spotlight. Still not over that 28 years later. And then we are going to go to my mother. I love my mother. She is an amazing human. She is practically one of my best friends. I talk to her about a lot too, not as much as I talked about with my sister. I think simply just because she's my mom, and my sister understands a little bit better since we are closer in age. But I still love my mom, and I call her weekly also. I call her to ask her things that I'm just like, I don't know, like, should I do this? Like, my parents help me adult, even though I've been an adult for 10 years now. I still don't feel like I am truly an adult. And then we're gonna go on to my niece. I love my niece so much. I did not know I could love another human as much as I love that little girl. I would do unspeakable things for her. I would implode relationships if it was for her. Like, if I feel like this with her, I don't know how I'm gonna feel with my kids. Like, I'm honestly kind of scared. But I currently do not have kids. I'm hoping to have kids in the future. But that little girl, I would do absolutely anything for her. It was recently, at the beginning of the month, it was her first birthday, and we recently just had her birthday party because of some unseen circumstances that happened the first time we were supposed to have her party. And that little girl is so loved by so many people who would do unspeakable things for her. And leading up to that, I was really helping my sister and my brother-in-law in getting their house ready and setting up for the party. And at the end of the night of the party, they were like, thank you so much for everything you did. You truly, like, saved us. And I was like, I'll do it again next year. Just let me know. Like, I would absolutely do anything for that little girl. And I am so excited and sad to watch her grow and learn life. Like, I want her to be this little forever and protector from the world. But then again, I am so super excited for her to start talking more and to be able to come to Aunt Megan's house and spend the night and have little fun girls' days or girls' weekends with just Aunt Megan and her niece. And I'm so excited for the future, but I'm also silently crying in the back because I don't want that little girl to ever grow up. Next we are going to talk about Heather and Kelly. So if you don't know who Heather and Kelly are, Heather's mom babysat me literally pretty much from when I was born, from I think it was like 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 3 weeks, somewhere in there. I was weeks old when her mother started babysitting me. Her mom started babysitting my sister when she was like 3 months or 6 months. I don't really remember. But that lady has literally been in my life my entire life. And then Kelly also has been in my life my entire life. She was our next door neighbor growing up and my sister's best friend in childhood, and then they kind of like drifted apart in high school / early adulthood, and then they came back together and they're best friends again. And those two ladies were in my wedding, and I would probably say around like 2015, 2016 we all started getting closer. And then I think we really started getting close probably like 2022 when stuff in my family started happening and I started like really leaning on them for support. And they're my ride or dies. I love those ladies so much, and I also could not do life without those ladies. Honestly, everyone I talk about in this video I would not be able to do life without. And then we're gonna talk about my best friend. I love my best friend so much. I don't get to see her as much as I would like because she is serving our country in the army, and she is about to get deployed overseas, and I'm so sad about it but also so incredibly proud of her. But when I do talk to her, it's like we don't miss a beat. Like, it's like we've never like been apart. She has been in my life since I was 5 years old, and so that is 23 years, almost 24 years that she has been in my life. So she's been in my life most of my life. I only lived like 4.5 years without that lady, and honestly I love her so much. I have 2 tattoos with her, so now she can't leave me. We know too much about each other, but she is the person I go to if I don't want someone to sugarcoat anything. She tells me like it is, even if it's gonna hurt, even if she is gonna make me mad. Like, she does not mince words, and I love that about her because sometimes I just need to hear the truth even if I don't want to, and later I'm like, yeah, I needed that. So that lady, love her to death so much. Now we're gonna talk, oh, my cat. We can't forget about my cat. I love my cat so very much. He is just heaven on earth. I love that cat so much. He just knows when I need to cuddle. He knows when I just need him, and there's nothing like the love of a cat. Now we are going to talk about how I am so grateful for my house and my job and the economic financial situation that I find myself in. I'm so very blessed to have a good job. I'm so very blessed to own a house at 28 years old. I know some people who are in their 40s that still can't afford a house, and I am very grateful that I am able to have a house. I'm very grateful for my job, even though it's stressful sometimes. I still love it. It's what I went to school for, so I don't think a lot of people can say that they are using their degree. I paid a lot of money for that degree. I'm still paying for that degree, and I'm so grateful that I'm actually able to use it. I am grateful for my coworkers and the kids in my class and just in my center. My job pays my bills. It allows me to have this house. It allows me to eat and have clothes and do this for you guys, and I'm just so grateful for my job. And on that note, I'm also grateful that I am able to have a car. Like, my car is relatively new. It's a 2020, and I wouldn't have been able to say that 5 years ago, but I'm just so grateful for that. And I'm just grateful for my health. There are a lot of issues in my family, health-wise, and thus far I haven't come across any of them, and I am working towards not to prevent those things, because a lot of them are preventable. There are a few that were not preventable, but that's just like anyone in the entire world. I mean, I guess anyone in the entire world could get any of the issues that my family has health-wise, but the ones that are preventable, I am trying actively to prevent. Like, my dad got diabetes later in his life. My mom's mom got diabetes later in her life. My grandpa had heart conditions. He had to have like 2 triple bypass heart surgeries, and then eventually he went to a pacemaker. My mom has Crohn's. I don't know if that's preventable, but she has Crohn's disease. There's like high blood pressure, and the list just goes on and on. Some things that I don't think I'd be able to prevent is cancer. My grandpa had colon cancer. I tried my hardest to prevent melanoma, because that's what my mom had. My great aunt had breast cancer. So I'm just grateful that at this current moment in life I am healthy. And yeah, and I am so thankful that I'm just living, that I'm breathing, because a lot of people sadly did not get to this point in the year, or yeah, like there are some people that I went to high school with that are no longer with us for various reasons, and that's really weird and really like eye-opening that like someone my age can do that. Like, I've always known that. It's just in my mind, when I think of that, I think of like older people, not people my age, which is still weird. But yeah, I'm going to end this on a happy note, because that was kind of depressing. And I'm also grateful for all of you out there who are watching. As of right now, we're a small community, but still, I love all of you. I'm so grateful that you come back and you watch and you subscribed. I literally couldn't do this without you, and I'm hoping in 2025 that we can grow our little community by a lot and just share all the love and the joy with everyone, because this world really needs a lot of love and a lot of joy, and we just all need a lot of gratitude, I feel like, because we're very broken right now, and I want us to be happy and peaceful and loving and just coexist all together, because we're all humans, no matter the color, no matter the culture, no matter if you're a boy or a girl or you just don't know what you are. We are all humans. We're all gonna end the same way. Our skeletons look all the same. We all have organs and blood and veins inside of us, no matter what's on the outside appearance. We're all humans, and we just need to remember to be kind to each other. So I'm just grateful for life, honestly. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you're thankful for down below. Happy Thanksgiving to all of my friends who celebrated Thanksgiving yesterday. And I post videos every single Friday at 4, so subscribe. And I hope to see your beautiful faces next week. And have a great weekend and weekend ahead. Bye.